What's up, guys? Happy New Year to everybody. Still working on this car. Today we're going to attempt to get the weather stripping on the car changed because it needs to be changed. All the weather stripping, the felts on the doors, the sweeps on the windows, they all need to be changed. I'm getting water in my doors, and after getting the doors fixed, I don't want them to rust out again. And while I have all the weather stripping in my trunk, the problem lies in finding people to actually do the work. You go to these auto body places and they kind of look at you like you're asking them to build a rocket ship out of matchsticks. All I need is some weather stripping done. I swear I had to get the turn signal cancellation cam changed in my steering wheel so the turn signals would cancel on their own. And going around to these places, they're looking at me like I'm asking them to fly me to the moon. Even now, I just called this place. I said, look, I got weather stripping I need changed. And the guy's like, bring the car and let me look at it. And I guarantee you when I get there right now, he's gonna give me some excuse that his mechanic is not competent enough, he's not comfortable enough to perform the work. And I can't tell you how many different places I've gone to, bouncing back and forth because one shop recommends me to go to another one, and then that one tells me they can't do it, they recommend me in another one. And like 5 or 6 auto shops in, I finally get somebody who wants to work on it, but then I get a call the next day telling me to come pick up my car because they're not going to do the work. So I have my fingers crossed that weather stripping is kind of simple. You take some screws out, you rip the old stuff out, you use this glue that I don't have, and then you screw the new weather stripping in. So I'm hoping when I get here that I don't get any excuses. But with this car, I've pretty much heard it all. So I'm not even surprised anymore when I hear people tell me they don't want to work on the car, which is why a lot of the simple things I've figured out to do myself, thanks to YouTube. Man, 74,000 miles on this V6 now. When I got the car, it had 71,400. So I've put some miles on it, but she's getting tired. She's looking. Now, in the one sense, I kind of understand these shops and where they're coming from because it's a 35, 36-year-old car. So if you start repairing something, you start opening stuff, I get it. You're going to open a can of worms and something you take off might break and you can't put it back, and then you got to call me and tell me that. So they don't want to get themselves into something like that. And I get it. I've had mechanics tell me like, look, I could start working on this and then all of a sudden X, Y, and Z is gonna go wrong and I don't have those parts. So at that point I understand, but at the same time, these cars are so simple to work on that an idiot can do it. You don't need any computers with this car to tell you what's going on. You know, everything's pretty much cut and dry. So a lot of the times I don't understand, but at the same time I do understand. I'd like for this car to last me at least another 10 years. So with that being said, stuff has to be maintained. Okay, the weather stripping has to be maintained, the tires, everything. I'm putting a new engine in this car. Should be ready in a couple of months, and then we're gonna have this car in a performance shop for probably another month and a half, getting it all tuned up and all that stuff. And so by the late spring, early summer, this car should have triple the horsepower. This car has 110 horses, if it has that left. And we're gonna try and get 350 to 400 horsepower out of this car. We're gonna do that without changing the rear end. So we can't push it too much. And here we are, Frontier Auto Repair. Bodywork specialists. Let's see what they're gonna tell me now. Guy's already fucking looking at me like, oh God, what is this fucking car coming in right now? If you can only smell that right now. So we're back. They did the work. I'm happy with the work. The stripping was rotted everywhere, especially in the corners of the doors over here where everybody loves to stick hangers in your door to get the door open. So it's happened a lot to this car and it's passed. So I'm really happy that I got everything changed. I mean, this stuff is like crispy. Look, crispy new. Crispy new. It's even hard to close the door. The rubbers are so new. I have to like slam the door shut because the rubbers have to achieve that memory with the door shut. Even the windows are hard to roll up, which means that the seals are holding nice and strong. Awesome. No more water in my doors. It's very important.